beautiful Sunday. It'll still be spidery, just not as spidery. The scariest encounter that I ever had on a hike. Like, oh my God, is that blood? So I hear something coming up behind me and I turn around, you know, and it's a guy on a dirt bike. Dirt bike guy did was drive past me really slowly and creepily. At this point, it's been 20-30 minutes since he first went past me. I hear something behind me again. Hello everybody. It's a beautiful Sunday. We are not in the woods. Well, kinda, but as you can see, we are not on a trail. That is because if you watched my last video, you will know that it was getting very overgrown already and getting very spidery already. So, I've mentioned this I think once or twice, that this is my favorite place to come in the summer because it's a nice open, although spiders will still hang from fucking, I don't know where they're even coming from, but it'll still be spidery, just not as spidery. But anyway, I figured today, my main goal for this hike today is not even nature, which it is. I've seen a lot of cool, you know, wildlife since I've been out here. It's beautiful with the trees and the power lines. Aren't they nice? Aren't the power lines nice? Can you see them? But yeah, so my main goal for this hike is straight just exercise. Because on this trail, I get the best exercise. Because I'm just going. I'm just, you know, hoofing it, punching it down. Whereas in the woods, I'm stopping every 5 seconds to take a picture of a fucking tree and a leaf and a mushroom. And especially in the winter, I'm taking pictures of icicles, you know, frozen whatever. So yeah, I like coming here in the summer, especially in the 90-degree weather, as much as I hate 90-degree weather. If you watch my videos, you know I hate summer, but man, it's so, you just burn them calories right off. But anyway, I figured that since today I don't really have any cool nature stuff to show you, we would do a story time. We will do a story time today. And I think what I'm going to tell you about is the scariest encounter that I ever had on a hike. Actually, it's kind of the only scary encounter I've ever had on a hike, but it was enough to scare the shit out of me. And it was enough to make me buy a, you know, a pew, pew. So, yeah, we'll get into that. I'll tell you all about it. It was last summer. It was scary. If it's enough to prompt you to buy a firearm, it was a pretty scary scenario. And I'm nowhere near the places where everything took place at the moment, but I will, on my way back, I'll show you the places where it all took place. So, yeah, I guess let's get into it. Okay, so last summer, I was coming out here every single weekend, sometimes multiple times a weekend. And this trail is an old closed road that they've turned into a walking trail. We're gonna turn around now, going miles now at this point. But anyway, last summer, as I said, I was here all the time. And one day I was walking, and this is about a mile into this trail, coming that way, coming in. On this side, so it'd be on my left side, I noticed that there's two small skinny trees that have been spray painted green. Okay, and I didn't think anything of it. And I get closer and I notice there's a red reflector very haphazardly nailed to one of the trees. Okay, interesting. So I just keep walking. I kind of text my mom about it. I'm like, this is weird, no? And she's like, no, it's probably something to do with DNR. You know, they probably marked that spot because there's something there, you know, I don't know. I'm like, okay, you're right. So anyway, come back the next weekend. I noticed that there's another reflector, a new one. So now this way, because there is a road on this side of the trail, and there's a road on that side. This side is the town. This side is road.
I realized in edit I was saying names of places that pinpoint my exact location. That's dumb.
So you can come in on this trail from either way. You can come from that side and go this way, or you can come that side and go that way. Either way, it's a one-way. So there's a reflector facing that way, and there's a reflector facing that way. So no matter which way you're coming, you're gonna be able to see that. And I'm thinking, well, okay, obviously you would need them like that because everything on this trail looks exactly the same. everything. And if you don't come out here every freaking weekend like I do, you have no clue where you're at. So I'm kind of stopped and I'm inspecting it, and I'm really kind of...
I didn't explain this well at all. But I was a full-on detective at this point. I was analyzing everything in the trees, everything on the ground, desperately trying to figure out what this could be. My gut told me it was definitely not DNR related.
And I noticed there's a green, the same color as the spray painted trees. There's a green dotted line, like spray paint on the road. And I'll show it to you. Guarantee it's still there. It was just last summer. And okay, so somebody really wants to know that this spot is right here. Okay, and I'm looking in, and I notice, you know, there you can see where somebody's going in and out, and you can see freshly chopped, you know, brush. You can see the hack marks, you know, from a machete. I'm like, boy, this is weird. What is this? So I text my mom about it again. I'm like, the DNR, why would they do all? I mean, wouldn't they have it a little more professional looking than this? This looks, this doesn't sit right. I mean, my gut was telling me that something was weird about it. So anyway, and mom's like, well, you need to quit going up there. I'm like, I'm not. This is my spot. This is my summer exercise spot. I'm not gonna stop coming up here because of whatever this is. So anyway, I don't know, a week later, I guess, the next week, I'm up here and I'm walking towards it, and I know exactly when it's coming up. I see something in the middle of the road by it, like, you know, in that area.
Literally about a foot from the weird spray-painted green line on the road.
And I'm getting closer, and I notice it's a pair of like leather work gloves. Okay, no big deal. But as I'm getting closer to them, I notice that they have a dark red substance on them. And I'm probably, I would say, 10 to 15 feet away from them at this point, but I can see it. And at this point, my heart starts racing. Just like out of my chest, I start shaking a little bit. I'm like, and I'm just like kind of creeping up to them, walking up to them, like, oh my God, is that blood? Like, is that blood on those gloves? And I finally get to them, and no, it was not. It was paint. It was red paint. Okay. Just weird though. Like, I'm already scared of this. And then there's just a pair of beat up work gloves with red paint all over them. Just freaking weird, dude. I don't know. So anyway, fast forward. Look at the gross little centipede. You nasty. You little nasty dude. Yeah, look at all your millions of legs. Ew. He's like, I'm not gross, I'm cool. Now we're back the next weekend. And I'm walking in. So I'm going that way. And I'm in a ways. I'm already past that spot. I'd say I'm a good 2 miles in at this point. And I hear something coming up behind me. And there's not supposed to be any motorized vehicles of any kind on this road at all, period. Unless you like have some kind of authorization. I think during hunting season they'll let people in, but it wasn't hunting season. So I hear something coming up behind me, and I turn around, you know, and it's a guy on a dirt bike. And he's got a helmet on with like a blue reflective, you know, face shield. So I can't see his face or anything like that. And I don't think anything of it. I'm like, oh, okay, so since there's a road on that side and a road on this side, maybe he's just cutting through this way to avoid traffic or whatever. Maybe he's just having fun. I don't know. I don't think you're supposed to bring dirt bikes back here, but maybe since it's a dirt bike, maybe you can. I don't freaking know. So anyway, I'm walking, you know, and here he comes, but he just creeps past me. I mean, like, at a painfully slow rate. He is just creeping past me, and I'm just walking, you know. I'm just like, okay, go, please go, dude. Like, get on. And finally he goes. So he's going that way now, and I'm also going that way. Well, he's gone. I walk for a bit further, and I decided to turn around because, you know, the sun's going down or whatever. It's getting late, so I decided to turn around, head back to the parking lot, because I'll still have like an hour at least of walking at this point. So turn around, and I'm just walking, you know, and I get to a spot. Actually, I'll wait till I'm there. I'm gonna wait till I get to that spot, and then I'll tell you about it. I'll show you, because I want to show it to you as I do it. So to be continued in a few minutes. We're not there yet.
The ADHD has taken hold. Please be patient.
But I just wanted to tell you, I just got the strongest smack in the face with the smell of pine, and it was just, oh, it was beautiful. Oh, on my way out, there's something funny too. I want to show you this pine tree that kind of fell over, and yeah, I'll show you on the way out. But man, is there anything better than the smell of pine? No, there isn't. Or whatever, you know, I don't know. We've gone through this before. I don't know what is a pine and what's a spruce and what's a cedar and what's a whatever fir. It's all pine trees to me, but they all smell amazing. That's the one thing that they all have in common, is that they're all beautiful and they all smell amazing. I got this cologne because I don't wear women's smell good. I don't like to smell like flowers or whatever. So I use men's. I don't know. I used to, when I was younger, I would smell dudes walk past me and I'm like, God damn, they smell good. I wish I could smell that good. And then one day, you know, in my adult life, when I finally stopped giving a shit what anybody thinks, I was like, hey, I can smell like that. There's no reason that I can't smell like that. So yeah, ever since then, I've always used men's everything. Men's deodorant, men's soap, men's sprays. Anyway, I recently found this site called Scent Split. It's not sponsored. Obviously, I don't have any followers, but not sponsored. It's just, don't use Scentbird. Oh, for the love of God. I had a Scentbird account. Don't do it. Just don't. Their selection is horrible. I know all the other YouTubers will tell you that they got the best selection in the world. No, they do not. And they make it impossible to delete your account. I actually ended up going to the Better Business Bureau to delete my account. And I don't know if anybody's heard this. If you look it up on YouTube, you'll see things about it. The founder, CEO, or whatever the hell she is a cult leader. So yeah, don't use Scentbird. And why do you want to pay a subscription? Just Scent Split. And once again, this is not sponsored. I'm just telling you what I figured out on my own. Scent Split, you can get any size, you know, sample of a million different perfumes, colognes, you know, men's, women's, whatever, unisex. And you don't have to have a freaking subscription. You can just order it in any size that you want. Anyway, I was on there one day and I found Comme des Garçons. I feel stupid saying that. Comme des Garçons, whatever. Comme des Garçons. Comme des Garçons. Comme des Garçons. Amazing green. Oh my God. It is amazing green. It is amazingly green. It is the best. I'd say it's unisex. It's not very manly. It's not very womanly. It's just pine and green and fresh and beautiful. It's the most beautiful smell I've ever smelled in the world, and I was ordering samples of it, bigger ones like that you would get on Scentbird. But yeah, my husband bought me an actual bottle of it for Christmas because it's a little pricey. I can't bring myself to drop, you know, 150, 160, 180, whatever dollars on a bottle of cologne. I just can't do it. But anyway, if you ever wanted to smell amazingly green, Comme des Garçons has you covered. They also have one called Wonderwood that is just, I don't know what Comme des Garçons is doing, but they got their scents. Yeah, they got that shit down. They got it down. Yeah. You will smell wonderfully woody, amazingly green. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you about that. We're gonna get back to the story here in a minute, I promise. I'm not to the spot yet. I'm not to the area that I want to show you yet. Because I was gonna just tell you the story and then show you all this stuff later. But no, I want to show you them as I get to them. I want you to see it in real time. So, we'll get back to it in a second. Hold on.
The ADHD has subsided and is finished interrupting the story. For now.
Okay, so here we are. We are finally to where the second incident took place. I don't really know if you can call it an incident. All dirt bike guy did was drive past me really slowly and creepily. So I don't know if you could really count that as an incident so much as just an encounter, but whatever. But you have to be aware, like, I'm already on high alert at this point from the weird, you know, spray painted trees and the cut out into the woods and the reflectors. I'm already on high alert. So him doing that it creeped me out. So at this point, it's been 20-30 minutes since he first went past me. And as I said, there's a road on that side.
So in my mind, he's left the trail back to the main road. He's gone.
And I've turned around and started coming back. So he's all but out of, excuse me. He is all but out of my mind at this point. As far as I'm concerned, he's gone. So I stop right here because the lighting is just perfect. It's kind of very much like it is right now. The lighting was really nice. I wanted to get some pictures for the gram. I wanted to take some selfies for the gram, you know, so I stopped and I'm doing that. And, you know, I'm done. I get my book bag and things back on, and I'm standing here, you know, flipping through the pictures to see if I got anything worth a shit. And, I hear something behind me again. And I don't know if you can see, this goes down a dip here and it curves around that way, the road, and you can see where the trees start to cover up to where you can't see the road anymore. And so I hear something behind me and I turn around and there's Dirt Bike Guy. Except this time he's just stopped and he's just sitting there right out of the tree line, right where I can just see him. And for all I can tell, he's staring at me. I mean, he's looking straight ahead, just stopped. And there's nothing else to see, you know, it's just me, and it's just me and him. And you have to understand, like, I'm on high alert already. I'm already freaked out. There's nothing but cornfields and woods on this side and a lake. There's nothing but woods and cornfields on this side for miles. So, you know, no one's gonna hear me scream. No one's gonna hear me scream. It's just me and him, me and this dirt bike guy. And he's just stopped staring at me. So I grab my machete and I'm holding my machete and I'm like, okay, well, I guess it's go time. I guess this is it. So I look back at him one more time. I kind of give him, you know, a pretty hard side eye, like, and I grab my machete and I start walking because I'm like, well, what else can I do? I'm not going to just stand here and wait for him to come freaking kill me, you know? So, yeah, I start walking right as I am right now, and sure enough, here he comes. And once again, he creeps by me just most uncomfortably slow rate, just, you know, almost not even as fast as I'm walking. And I look at him and I'm like, and I've got my machete in my hand, like, you know, he sees it. And so he gets past me and then he goes, and I'm like, dude, what the hell is going on? Like, and I keep my machete. My machete is in hand at this point. Like, it's not leaving my hand. I do not have at this point, all I've got is my knife, my machete. And I even had my phone out. Before I started walking, I pulled my phone out and dialed 911. So I've got my machete in one hand, my phone ready to hit send or whatever call in the other hand, as he's creeping past me at a glacial speed. So then he goes and he's gone again. Okay. What the hell? So I just keep walking. What else can I do? I texted Eirik. I texted my mom after this was all said and done. And I think he was asleep though, yeah, because we have a 6-hour time. I don't even know where I just had my phone. Sorry. I don't know if you could see me that whole time or not. So I text Eirik, and by this point it's probably like his, I don't know, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. He's already asleep. So yeah, I'm just walking extremely on high alert. Like, I'm, you know, hearing everything, I'm watching everything. And yeah, so it's just me and my machete. So as I'm getting, down the way, another guy with his 2 dogs is coming that way. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, here's a dude that's not dirt bike guy, and he didn't kill him. So that put me at ease a little bit. Now if I scream, you know, somebody's gonna hear it. So, but anyway, okay, I'm walking out. And now I'm gonna wait until we get to the spot in the woods with the green dotted line and all that. So we'll pick up the story here in a couple minutes.
Sorry, I wanted to wait until I was at the spot so you could hear and see what I'm describing.
Okay, so here we are. We are to the spot in the woods. The first thing that tipped me off to any weirdness, here are spray painted trees. I guess there was just one. I thought there was 2. No, there's 1. Okay, so there's the spray painted tree. Here's where you could tell that someone was going in, and you can still see, I mean, I can, you probably can't, the chopped up brush there. So here's the spot. Here is the green dotted line, which oddly had an arrow pointing that way. But there was so clearly nothing going on that side. So anyway, as I said, oh, and I also had the reflectors. Don't forget, these trees had reflectors. nailed to him. So as I said, if you don't know this, if you don't come here often, it all looks exactly the same. You cannot tell where you're at. I can, because I come here all the time. So I know this place like the back of my hand. So I know I'm coming up to it. And as I'm coming around this curve right here, I see his dirt bike parked right here, right outside of this. So I'm like, okay. Mystery solved. This spot is dirt bike, guys. What's he doing? I don't know. And as I'm coming up to his dirt bike, I notice he's got a fair amount of, I don't know, a little bit of camping equipment on the back of his bike. So, my brain is going, I'm like, okay. So maybe this guy is like one of those, kind of like a van lifer, but instead of a van, it's a dirt bike in a tent. Maybe he's said to hell with society. No house, no job, no bills. I'm just gonna live where I'm at and travel the country and stay where I stay. And maybe that's just where he happened to stay, because this all went on for 3 or 4 weeks. And then it was over. And then I could tell that he was gone. I'll get to that in a minute. So, I'm like, okay, so yeah, that's probably, he's just a traveler. The guy that travels and camps where he can. And I assume he chose out here because, you're not supposed to be camping out here, I don't believe, but DNR comes out here. I can tell when they're out here. They cut the grass and stuff. I can always tell when DNR's out here. But if you're not out here all the time and you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't even notice that stuff there. You wouldn't have noticed it. Maybe you'd notice the reflectors, but as I said, the first time I saw it, I really thought nothing of it. So maybe that's what he was banking on. So anyway, okay, mystery solved. That's Dirt Bike Guy's area. But then my crazy female brain starts spinning. The gears are grinding. And I'm like, well, what if he's like a fugitive? What if this guy is like a fugitive on the run, And this is where he's hiding out for the time being. And I gotta tell you, I think it was the next weekend, the very next weekend, the reflectors were gone. And, the whole walk back after this, all happened, I was thinking, maybe the reason that he went in and then back was because you're not supposed to be camping out here. Maybe he was like trying to wait for me to kind of piss off, or maybe he was trying to see if I looked like the kind of person that would snitch on him for being out here, which I almost did. I really almost did, because he was scaring me, but I didn't. I never did. And I think it was the next week, or maybe the next, I don't know, within the next 2 weeks, the reflectors were gone. And at this point, it's starting to turn into fall. And I think around October, so a few weeks after all this happened, it was pretty evident that there wasn't anything going on there anymore, or at least to me. Maybe this is just because I'm crazy and I guess this is how people get killed, but I was like, oh, he's gone. So I went in. I went in there to see if I could see any evidence of, what he was doing. And there was a little bit of trash, which, come on, dude. You could have picked up your trash. So I guess he was kind of a scumbag in that aspect. But I didn't, just his trash, just some water bottles and shit that he had left. And so that's the story of Dirt Bike Guy and the scariest hiking encounter that I ever had. And it was weird. It was all very weird, the way it all played out, the way everything went down. But I guess he wasn't, a psycho. He didn't try to kill me or anything like that. So thank you, Dirt Bike Guy, for not killing me. That's what prompted me to buy a, because, I don't know what he was doing. Nobody knows what I'm sure maybe somebody knows what he was doing, but nobody knows what his intentions were. Nobody knows why he was out here. Nobody knows who he was.
No one knows who they were or what they were doing.
As I said, I never saw his face because he had that helmet on, so you just can't be too careful, unfortunately. And I don't know, maybe it's something to think about if you are a solo hiker, even if you're not. Even if I had another girlfriend with me, what's she gonna do? Nothing. So I don't know. That's why, though. That right there is why I come out into the woods or on the whatever, just armed to the teeth, strapped up, because you don't know. You just never know what people are doing or what they're capable of. And something to think about, especially my fellow female solo hikers. Just stay safe. Hey, for all I know, he was harmless. You know, for all you know, the guy that you see on the trail is harmless. Or the guy, I'm not even gonna say the guy, because women are fucking nuts too. The people that you see on the trail, for all you know, they're harmless, nice people. But you never know. You never know. As I said, he could have been a fugitive on the run. I could have spooked him and he could have killed me. So that, I didn't give away his little hiding spot. So anyway, yeah, just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully you found that interesting. I thought it was kind of interesting. It was very scary when it was all occurring. I know what you're thinking. Well, why did I keep coming out here? Well, because I can't go in the woods. It's too hot. It's too, well, not too hot. It's too buggy, too insecty, too many spiders, too many ticks, too much poison ivy. So this is my spot, I'm not...
Didn't finish what I was going to say. I'm not going to let anyone, including Dirt, Bike Guy, scare me away from the places I love or the things I love doing. Period.
And I do a lot of things that my mom is always like, I wish you wouldn't do that. I wish you wouldn't go there anymore. I wish you wouldn't do that. I'm not gonna let fear dictate my life. So that's why that's why I'm strapped now.
And no, the irony is not lost on me that I bought it solely out of fear, but because of it. I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Hey! I'm not afraid anymore! I said I'm not afraid anymore!
And now I don't have to worry about it anymore, Now you gotta worry about it. Now the bad guys gotta worry about me. Because guaranteed I'm way more ready than they are. I'm not worried about it. They should be worried about it. They're gonna have a bad time. The bad guys are gonna have a bad time.
You're gonna have a bad time.
If they try to come after me, they're not gonna make it. Oh, there's a person.
I would like to thank the a-holes at GoPro for making a microphone so well that it picks up every single noise, including that of my growling stomach.
I hate getting busted vlogging. It's like just about the most embarrassing thing on the planet. This is a young couple on their bikes. They don't give a shit, I'm sure, but still. It embarrasses me every single time. I need to get over it if I'm gonna keep doing this, I reckon, but yeah, it's just embarrassing. Getting caught talking to a little black box. I don't know if you can see the lake through the trees there glistening in the sun. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Isn't that nice? Isn't that so pretty? It's a freaking beautiful evening tonight. It's what month is this? April? Yeah, it's April. The end of April. Oh my god, I'm gonna be 35. I'm gonna be 35 in like 2-ish weeks. Oh my god. Ew, gross. What even is time? I swear to God, I just graduated high school. I did. I really did. I swear. It just happened. I just graduated high school. And now I'm about to turn 35 years old. Anyway, yeah, it's the end of April today. It's beautiful evening. It's I don't know how hot it is. It was in the mid 60s today. It's probably dropped down to about 60, high 50s right now. Nice. It is nice. It's Sunday though. Ew. Oh, I hate Sunday. We hate Sundays. Well, we hate Mondays even worse. But what can you do? So just go make money for the man. Uncle Sam needs his taxes. Oh, that's another thing, man. That's another thing. I got a thing in the mail, I don't know, a while ago to renew my registration, my car registration. And like, I don't know why, but today when I woke up, I remembered it. So I was like, oh, first thing, this morning I woke up and I grabbed it and I'm looking at it and it says that I have by, a certain date to do it. And I look at my phone and, oh, today. Today's my last day, or I have a $20 fine. So yeah, I did that. $60 right down the toilet, which is funny because nothing changed on my registration. Still the same car, still same everything. So it's just a cash grab, It's like it's no different than like the mean bully that like holds the kid upside down and shakes his lunch money out of his pockets. It's exactly like that. Exactly like that. And then, I had to do some errands today, go grocery shopping. Gotta go home tonight, do laundry. Yay. Go to work tomorrow. Yay. Being an adult is so fun and cool and not stupid at all. I just love it. Anyway, look at this pretty pine tree. Isn't he nice? He looks like he's dying. He's beautiful though. Oh my god. He's stunning. Stunningly beautiful. I wish he wasn't dying though. But at least he doesn't have to go to work tomorrow. Oh, that smells good. This was the last thing on this hike that I wanted to show you before I wrapped her up. Watch this. Watch. Watch. Oh! Do you see it? Watch. Woo! Whoa. Look at that. That's allergies. That's a bunch of allergies right there. I do believe. I probably shouldn't do that. I have bad allergies. But it was cool, no? Yeah, I stopped on my way through and I pulled the stuff off because I wanted to see if I could smell like pine, you know. And it did that. I'm like, wow. Wowee. That's freaking cool. But yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to show you on this hike before I wrapped it up, which is a good thing because my GoPro is dying. Promise me that you will never buy a GoPro. Just don't do it. Do not waste your freaking money. I haven't been out here that long. This story time wasn't that long. My GoPro battery was at 100% when I started, and it is now, I don't know. It's in the red. It's dying. It is dying. And my mom recently went on a snowmobiling trip in Yellowstone, and they bought whatever the competitor to GoPro is. It's D something. I don't know what it's called. GoPro's competitor. And she said that their battery lasted all day and all evening in extreme cold in Yellowstone, on top of mountains, like in extreme cold. And yeah, battery lasted all day. And mine lasts, I don't know, an hour tops. I don't even know how long this video is. It can't be that long. It wasn't that much of recording, but the battery's already almost dead. So and it's not like an old GoPro. It's not the brand new one. It's the 12. I think they're at 13 right now. And I bought the 12, the Hero 12, whatever. And yeah, it's the worst battery life I've ever seen in my life. So just do yourself a favor. Do not buy a freaking GoPro. It is, unless you want to have about 15 spare batteries at all times. Right now I've only got 2, and that's about a half a day's. I'll get about a half a day's worth of footage with that, so probably not even that long. So yeah, just, you suck, GoPro. You suck. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, we'll wrap it up right here at this pretty bridge. I love this bridge. Felt kind of loose. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, yeah, we'll wrap it up right here. Hopefully you enjoyed the scary story time. Nothing scary happened today. Hopefully it doesn't happen again at all, ever. But hopefully we can get through this summer on this here path without any scary happenings. Next time I'll do another story time. I don't really know what yet. I'm hoping that eventually my storytelling abilities will get a little better. I'm thinking I might give myself a little script. I'm really good at writing. I'm actually a very good writer. It's something that I'm good at. I'm good at it. But when I'm talking, my brain is constantly like, you know, all over the place all the time. So I might actually give myself a little script to follow, or if not a script, like, you know, some bullet points to follow. So yeah, I'll be thinking about that this week. What we'll talk about next week, or whenever, I don't know. But anyway, if you joined me, thank you. Hopefully you'll come back for more outdoor adventures, more story times, and these bugs. Oh my god. Yeah, more hiking, more outdoorsing, more story times, more ramblings of an absolute maniac. And I hope you have a good week. I freaking hope I do. I hope that work goes better. Actually, this past week wasn't that bad. Hopefully we can stay on that trajectory so that I don't lose my mind. Yeah, and have a good Sunday night. Have a good week, and I'll catch you in the next one.